All right, welcome to Ben's Brick Designs. Hello, everybody. Thanks to Brick Hive for the Good Morning Brick World. Thanks to Titanium J, Doc, Ninja, and London Bridge for the handoff. Good seeing everybody. Happy Sunday. We're gonna get right into. This is gonna be a good break for those who watch the 72-hour stream. This would be a good lunchtime break. This isn't going to be a big heavy panel show or a lot of people watching or talking to each other. I'm just going to be doing some building, and it's a good chill couple hours. So hopefully you stick around. Thanks for joining us in the chat. There will be 2 giveaways today, so I'm going to keep an eye on the channel stats, and if we get to 500 subscribers, then we'll run giveaways, and I've got a couple sets that we can do a giveaway. So we'll do a random commenter giveaway. So if you haven't liked or if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. I would love to have you around. I stream twice a week on YouTube and once or twice a week on Twitch, and it's building sets, it's making mocks, it's designing stuff. It's just a handful of whatever. So. Also, I'm kind of by myself, so I'm going to try to get to everybody in the chat, but I'm going to miss a lot of people. So I will say up front that I love you all, and thanks for being here, and I hope you enjoyed the 72-hour community stream. Thanks to Butt Shop for putting it on, and Haley Bricks and Butt Shop for organizing and doing all the work. Make sure to get the link in the description for the rest of today's events. After I'm on today from 11 to 1 Central, and then Cajun Yeti is on after this, and I'll put a link in the chat as we get close to that. So I see a lot of regulars in the chat. It's good to see you. Some of the newer people, I really appreciate you being here. Make sure to subscribe, and we'll get going. So the first thing I'd like to do is, if you've been following me, you'll know that I'm working on a design for our local soccer team's stadium, the Q2 stadium here in Austin, Texas, for the MLS team, the Austin FC. And so this is the current state of that. The stadium, if you just look up photos of Q2 stadium, it's got a big white roof over the top of it, and it's got 4 sections of seating. I'm basically using the same underneath footprint as the Old Trafford Stadium, and so from like that level up is going to be a little different because I had to gut the whole thing to get it to support different aspects of Austin FC. Yeah, just going through the chat. Let's do some welcoming real quick for everybody who's in here. We've got Rebrickable Cow, Zsu, Lego Mike, Macro, Journal Scott's, Howdy Scott, Kodiak Brick. Thanks for being here. Cajun Yeti, how's it going? Make sure to sub to the Cajun Yeti's stream as well, or channel as well. They're on after this. The Brick Z, the Bricks, Cy O'Connor, Jesse's Bricks Galaxy, Brick Nate, Big Nate Bricks, Multigasm Geek. Oh, I love that name. Bricks for Chris, Mama Lego, howdy Mama Lego. I've seen you around in everybody else's streams. Tim's Brick Adventures, and a couple of Brickheads. So that's good morning to everybody. I hope I got everybody so far. I'm going to try to keep up with it, but there's going to be a lot of people, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to hack that. Make sure to, like I said, if you haven't subbed, please do so. And if we get to 500 at the top of the next hour, we'll do a giveaway. We'll do some random comment name generator giveaway things, and at the top of the second hour, we'll do another one. I think we're pretty close. 495. Thank you, everybody. Oh, another Texan. Hello, another Texan down south. So you must be San Antonio. Appreciate you being here. I hope you're staying cool. Digital Fanboy, Doc's here. Larry Legoland Legend is here. So yeah, this is the Q2 Stadium. Again, it's built like the Old Trafford, where it comes in sections. So there'll be another section here and then another section on this other side. And I'm waiting for all the green parts. The stadium itself, every seat is a different color of green. So I didn't have that much in green. You can see whatever green I have is in here in the 1x1 plates. So this is tedious, but I think it looks really fun. And I'll go back and rebuild this. Need the field pieces, but the rest of this is pretty much how it should be. I'm going to replace some of these gray tiles, and then the roof will sit on top. So it's going to be fun. I hope to get it done by Bricks Killeen, which is a Lego convention here in Central Texas. Killeen's about an hour north of Austin. It's where Fort Hood is, and they put on a show every year. It's not widely known, but they do get about 4,000 people going through it every year, and you don't have to pay for table space. You only have to pay if you're a vendor. It's put on by the city of Killeen, and they really like people being there. They really work on trying to get as many mock builders as they can up there, and they treat everybody really nicely. So, all right, so I'm going to put this aside real quick, and we're going to get on to building today's build. And I usually don't build a lot of stuff, but lately I haven't been doing as many microfighters. If you see in the corner there, that's the microfighters that I usually do. And get my mic a little closer here. So if you follow me on Instagram or TikTok or Facebook or anything like that, I do a lot of microfighters. And in the corner right there, you can see some of the designs, the actual built ones. I try to do little stands that go with them and that tell the story of the ship a little bit. So it's a lot of fun. The streams that I do where I design them take about an hour and a half, 2 hours. We knock them out pretty quick and then source the parts and build it. So I've got about 60 of those ready to be displayed at any time. I took them to Brick Rodeo and it was a lot of fun. But today, for a special occasion, I recently obtained the UCS B-Wing. This is a set from I don't know when, many, many years ago. It's been a white whale of mine for a while because I want to get UCS Alphabet Squadron for display. So after this, I'll be aiming for the UCS Y-Wing, which is available at a Bricks and Minifigs near me. So I'm going to talk to them about that. But we're going to pop this open and start building. And I don't have my knife with me. 1 second. So yeah, if you've been watching all the panel shows, the panel 72-hour bits, this would be a great time to kind of chill out, go get lunch, go get a coffee, come back, have it on the background, just kind of listen to some chill music. I'm just going to be doing some building. I'll try to keep up with the chat as best I can. Like Macro's going to lurk. If y'all want to lurk, that's totally cool. I will try to be as engaging as possible in the chat. We'll talk about some news. What's going on in the world of Lego. Other than that, let's get to building. And again, if you want to come back at like the top of the hour, that's when we'll be doing the giveaways. We'll do a random chat generator. I'm just going to try to put names in the chat as we go, but it might take a little bit. So we'll see how it goes. All right, so I may ask for people to like answer a question as we get close because a lot of people I think will have joined and then drop off, and I want to make sure that people are kind of in the chat to be able to hear that they've got it and be able to get with me later and contact me about getting their mailing address and whatnot. So all right, so this is, again, UCS B-Wing. Super big fan of this set. I got this from a friend who was selling it for a little bit less than what's going for on Bricklink. I feel bad about it, but I somehow don't also feel that bad about it. Redoing the background for this face reveal, so I'll be here. All right, cool. So I don't know how many bags this is going to be. All right, so in the chat, I know this has probably been a big topic of conversation over the week because it feels like it's been a week. This is how old the instructions are. And look, there's 4 stickers. These are for the wings and the one side, and then the panel for the display. But it's got like the old school win thing on the back. Somebody in the chat tell me when this came out. I have a feeling this came out like 2000. I want to say 15 maybe, or maybe earlier, 2012. It's been a while. Let's see. A lot of people saying hello to each other. The Lego, the 72-hour thing is so great. It gets a lot of Tim's Brick Adventures. How are you doing? Velo Tex Lugger. Cool. Seeing if I missed it. Jesse's Brick Galaxy. Hello. Pandemonious Panda. Hello. Just scrolling through. Right on. Digital Fanboy. Hello. Digital Fanboy is kind of a new popping up every once in a while. Appreciate you coming in. All right. So. So the big question going around right now, I think, in the Lego world is, are you going to get the Atari set? If you are you getting it because it looks like a good set, or are you getting it because it's a nostalgia piece, or a little of both? I'm getting it because I actually have an Atari 2600 here at my house. So it's going to be fun to put it together and kind of set it next to the actual 2600. I grew up playing the 2600. I remember when my dad brought it home, it was kind of the coolest thing we'd ever seen. Because up until then, we'd had Pong. Actually had a Pong. Yeah, you were here watching the Lego Queer Eye set put together. So that was very cool. Leave that one out. That one's a 6 or a 9. That's a 6. Let's see. Gotta run. Thanks for being here, Big Nate. Appreciate you stopping by. You should submit to win. Yeah, I should. See what happens. Sorting and lurking. Grew up on Atari and not getting the set. All right. Cool. Just too much. Not a good enough set. Too many other sets coming out too quickly. I feel like that's the case for a lot of people. August is going to be kind of one of these rough months where there's a lot coming out. There's a lot coming out for pre-orders from earlier this year that are hitting August 1st. There's some what's it called? Bricklink creator group. Bricklink designer program stuff's coming out in August, I think. For some people in lugs, like lug bulk stuff is hitting. Any project support stuff is probably in the works. And in general, there's just a lot of sets being released. So it's going to be a busy month. And I think also with the announcement of so many sets retiring, that's going to be another big thing too. People will clamor a little bit to make sure they get their sets before they retire. I think the truck is retiring. Brick Hive was, and that panel we're talking about that. I grabbed an Ecto 1 the other day, and I think that's retiring soon. It has to be. All right. Box is empty of bags. Let's go. Let's LFG. Gonna hold off on the Atari for now. Would love it as a display. So I'm gonna get it, and then of course I've been not talking all morning and then suddenly jumping into talking for 2 hours. So this will be fun. So I have a Nintendo as well, so it'll be fun to put the Nintendo and the Atari next to each other with their actual displays. And who thinks Who else thinks that they may come out with more consoles after this? I think the 2600 is pretty iconic. It's like one of the first ones. It's that stark black with the wood paneling. It's kind of a old throwback looking technology. The NES is, of course, just classic in general. And it's very iconic looking. But after that is, I mean, the GameCube, the SNES, trying to think of the first PlayStation. The first PlayStation was like that gray box, right? And then the second one was like a silvery, kind of thinner. That's almost more recognizable to me than the first one. But so this comes across in 3 books, 3 instruction books. I think any more now they would have done this in 1 book and just made it a real thick book. This seems like a bit of a throwback for it to be across 3 different books. But and you can see the sets were out at the time. Some of these planet sets, right? Desert Skiff. This is the newer of the Gungan Bongo. This is a set I never really got. There's 2 that I really wish I would have got. The Invisible Hand and then the Sith Infiltrator. Or what is that one? The Fury class Interceptor, yeah. Gonna watch while working, Bubba. I appreciate it. I know you'd mentioned that before, so thanks for doing that. That's what I was doing Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. Was just I had it on my second monitor, doing work, and just kind of had it on in the background. Yeah, I think the consoles are a good idea, but I think now that they've got these 2, I'm okay with them not doing anymore. I think they got the 2 important ones. They might want to do an Xbox and a PlayStation just to kind of round out the consoles, but I mean, I don't know. I think they should move on to some other stuff now. More iconic shelf display pieces. You don't want to get too many. Because people will there'll be a drop off. I already know there's going to be a drop off for this. Because everybody seemed to think the little noise. The Nintendo was a great piece, and I'm not gonna lie, the cartridge was great, the controller looks great, the console itself's awesome with the detachable side piece for the warp zone. The function of the cartridge going in was fantastic. What I think also sold it was the TV. And I think a lot of people are going to be upset because it doesn't have, the 2600 doesn't have something additional like that. I think the advent or the addition of the buildable cartridge vignettes is a great idea, and I think that's going to lead to a lot of people making their own vignettes. I know I probably will. I'm going to start off with a Pitfall vignette. And then I know they probably can't do combat, but we can do combat. The thing is, you'll have to get the stickers printed for it, which shouldn't be that hard to get the cartridge art for the stickers. All right. So other than that, let's try to think. What else is happening in the Lego news? Just looking at new Elementary before starting the video, and I didn't really see, other than like the stuff everybody's been waiting for with Galaxy Explorer and the new castle set. What else is going on? Just think these pieces are over 10 years aged like fine brick wine. Yes. Smell the ABS. I'm most interested in the instructions. I think instructions have changed a lot in the last 10 years. And I think I'm looking forward to a little more, not challenging, but not like one page per piece added. And you're like, I get it. But again, this is one of my favorite starships in the Star Wars universe, and it's a set that I've been looking forward to for a long time. So Dots just dropped some stuff. Man, Dots are huge. I can already tell my voice is going to give out before the... I've got my coffee and I've got an extra thing of water here just in case, but... So yeah, expecting a Bricklink order to come in soon with some pieces for the stadium. I think for Bricks Colleen coming up, I'm also going to do some theme bending. Oh, I need one of these I've used all of the ones of these I have for the stadium, and I need a couple. All right, stream's over. I just need this part. Thanks for joining. Now, I think I'm going to theme bend some Star Wars ships for funsies. They're kind of the smaller versions, the ones that came out recently, this X-Wing and TIE Fighter. And then maybe the Slave One, because those are ones that I was just going to buy once, break down, use for parts later. But I already have this guy, a classic space snowspeeder, mostly because I got the 2 orange spacemen from Lug Bulk, or from somebody who ordered Lug Bulk and then had these as like seed parts for the group. And then I had some of the cockpits, so I was like, I could do a snow speeder with that, and it was a lot of fun. But now I want to do, I think I'll do the X-Wing as Futron and the TIE Fighter as Blacktron. That just seems to make more sense. And then the Slave One will probably be M-Tron, if I've got the right pieces for it. There's some curves in that I don't think I have in just basic red. Hi, Miss Bricks. How are you? Thanks for being here. I'm doing well. How are you? Just building us a B-Wing. How has your 72-hour stream been? Has it been everything you've wanted it to be? For those who are new to the 72-hour festival, we need shirts. We really need shirts. I survived the 72-hour stream. It is more than 72 hours now. It started as 72 hours because it started like late Friday kind of thing, and they had to fudge it to get 72 full hours. Click and Cliff, how are you? Thanks for being here. But now it starts Wednesday at like 5 o'clock and goes till Sunday late tonight. So it's like 96 hours, but I think the name 72-hour community thing kind of just stuck. So, but it's good. It's a great time for people to get together and follow each other, meet new people, find out what happens in, I think, the Lego streams is that not every stream is for you. Not every stream will have your sensibilities, your sense of humor, your style of like what you want to watch in the background, or actively. They may be more community engaging, and it's a lot of people talking, but there's not a lot of building or designing. So it's a mix, right? And you kind of filter in through the community. And something like this is great to kind of get it all out there. It's like an expo for businesses where you go and exchange ideas and see new people and just figure out what's out there for you. It gives a boost to people who may have been doing it for a while and feel like there isn't any more community out there for them. It gives new people an opportunity to see what is out there and how they can contribute and meet people, and it's just really good. It's a good idea, and I'm very happy to be a part of it. So last year I did a thing. This is kind of funny. I did a thing where I was like, you know what? Because this is usually what I do. I don't generally have people on with me. Just some music and chatting for 2 hours. And because I'm one of the people that I don't feel like I found the group that I would kind of hang out with yet. I've been doing this for 2 years and I still feel like, you know, you appear on other people's streams and they go, well, we'd love to have you back. And then you're never back. And you're like, okay, you know. So a couple times I've had people on and they've been non-Lego people, but we've talked about Marvel and Star Wars and things like that. And so last year we did this and I was like, you know, I'm going to do a trivia thing. So I spent an inordinate amount of time making basically a PowerPoint presentation. And it wasn't even PowerPoint. I just had like a bunch of images saved up and I was just cycling through them. But I did like a Geeks Who Drink style trivia thing. And I had 4 or 5 people on. And when we were done, I realized that there were other people who were doing trivia too, but they were using a software where all you had to do is put in the questions and it like people in the chat could participate. I'm like, oh my God, I like tried way too hard for this. But you know, lessons learned. And I think I went too hard on some of the trivia because I would ask it and there's these blank stares like, what? I'm like, okay, clearly too much. Okay, well that doesn't stick on anything, so I'm just sitting it there, right? It just sits there. Oh no, it goes all the way in. Okay. Let's see. Very tired. Miss Bricks is very tired. Hey there, I'm also one of the subscribers. Everybody's saying hello. Everybody's saying hello. Everybody's saying hello. Ian Brickbot, hello, how are you? Thanks for being here. Again, at the top of the hour, we'll run a little giveaway. So if you're here, I'll put like a question in the chat and people can answer. And we'll see. We've got 4 subscribers to go till we hit 500. 500 is a big deal in YouTube land because I think you're able to do community stuff. You can put polls and questions and posts in a community tab. And I think you can interact with your subscribers a bit more. And I've been kind of looking forward to that because there's things I want to chat about, but I don't really have a way to do it with subscribers. Just I ended up posting stuff on Instagram or something. So that'll be nice. All right, those and those. All right, so who is getting then, if not the Atari, is anybody getting either the Legends, Icons, whatever it's called, Castle, or Galaxy Explorer? I am getting the Galaxy Explorer. That was one of the pre-orders that I did. I had it as a kid, but I still don't have it because I was a kid and we didn't keep our Lego when I was a kid. We just played with it until it was lost or broken or buried in a sand trap somewhere. I feel a little bad because I haven't been able to watch everybody's stream. 72 hours of watching non-stop Lego streams is a little difficult, especially if it starts on a Wednesday. I watched what I could, but I didn't stay up late watching stuff. And we had friends over, and so I caught Clicking Cliffs. I caught early. A friend of mine from the Lug, Snot Okay, got hers. Saw Door Builds Saturday morning. Caught Brick Hives and Docs. Good Morning Brick World just a little while ago. Last night was on watching Hope Castle, I think, and a few of those folks. Caught some of Mayo's. And then there were some that I wanted to, but it was like at 2 in the morning. And I was like, I don't know that I can stay up till then. Like Macros, I wanted to see it. I think I missed that one. Kodiaks, I missed because it was super early. I did have to do an early one, like when we started. Nobody knew who I was, so I was like, yeah, I'll take a slot. And they're like, we have the 4 a.m. to 5 a.m. slot. I'm like, yeah, sure. I'll do that. That was interesting. Let's see. People still saying hello to each other. 90 minutes of sleep this morning. Fantastic. That's all you need. Good power nap. Lego Mike, how are you? If I haven't said hello to you already. Yeah, so the Castle or the Galaxy Explorer, anybody picking those up? Anybody pre-order those? Wow, I got 2 brick separators in this one. I have a feeling this is going to be repeated. These parts all look the same, so I have a feeling that this is going to be, hey, do this twice. Does it say at the beginning? I should have been paying attention. Because this is a 2-sided. Yep. Well, you know what we're going to do? I'm going to pause. Page 11. We're going to pause and go back, because this is a twofer. Pass on both of those for me from Bricks for Chris. 2 more. Let's go. Yeah, when you hit 500 subscribers, I think you get a jacket and the key to the executive washroom, and you get your picture put up in the hallway. I don't think that's the case. Just kidding. Yeah, I love we're half hour into it, and I love the just constant, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? It's like the early, or the first hour of a party when people are just arriving. They just say hey to everybody. Which is the best part of a party. Because afterwards you're drunk and there's regret. Don't know when you got home. I mean, no, I don't know what you're talking about. That doesn't happen. All right, Scott, take care. Yeah, I'll be here till noon. This is a big build. I feel like I want to say, hey, my time's done. Go watch another thing, and then just sit on here for like another hour just building on my own. I might try to do this again on Twitch on Tuesday if I've got time. See, I am not good at buying discount Lego. I just don't know where to get it. We have a pretty active lug here, and so I feel like the local stores, the Walmarts and Targets and things, are empty of clearance items before I can get there, or before I even know that they were on clearance. Even using like the BrickSeek site and trying to do some scouting out, getting people to report back. And this is mostly now at this point for the lug to buy sets that I can use for loot for meetings and stuff. But even then, I'm like, I just can't get there before it's gone. And I'm trying to use the camel stuff. And for some reason, every time I put, like, I have a list on Amazon and it pulls from that list. And I say, all right, only alert me if any of these drop below like 40% of this price, which is usually the MSRP or MSLP or whatever it is. And I'll get these things that say it's triggered, and I go look, and it's dropped by a penny. And I'm like, that's not what, Plus there's new sets all the time. You have to keep up with the list. It's just, there's some people who are good at it and some people who aren't. I got all excited because I saw another YouTuber, Emmasaurus, who's a Texas person as well, post about going to Costco to get that 1500 or 1700 piece. It's like the classic pieces, but it's got a little space shuttle on it. And I was like, cool, I'll go check it out. So I have a friend who has a Costco card. And I was like, hey, next time you guys go to Costco, let me know, because I want to go see if I can get some of these Lego sets. Because I did good with the Boba Fett's Palace. And I got that at a discount, so I got a couple of those. Built one, kept one. And so I went thinking that I'd find it again, and I saw it for $60. The classic group of pieces. And I was like, sweet. And I looked it up online, and the first thing I see online is $100. So I'm like, this is good. This is 40% off. I'll get 3 of these. And then again, I'll keep one for myself. Maybe I'll do a giveaway or give 2 to the lug. We'll see what works. And but then I was like, wait a minute. And I looked it up. That's the price on eBay. The regular price was $70. So I was like, I'm not buying 3 of these to save $10. But that's like the best. I felt like so accomplished that I found a discount, and it wasn't even that great of a discount. Yeah. So I'm the ambassador to my lug, and I have the fortunate task of adding everybody for the AFAL days in the wonderful system Lego has set up for us to keep track of that. And when I say wonderful, I mean abysmal and terrible. It's not a good system. It's gross. And the next AFAL day, I'm going to be at Bricks Colleen, so I'm going to have to go set up a Bricks Colleen on a Friday, come back, spend the night home Friday night, Saturday morning, go do AFAL day, then drive back up to Bricks Colleen. It'll be fine. It'll be a weekend of Lego. I have no complaints. Yeah, it is hard to find. Got Boba Fett for $60. That's what I got. Yeah, that's when they had it on for $60. That's when I went and grabbed a couple. And it was a good purchase. It was an okay set. I had fun building it. Not bad. Do I still have it? Yeah, I still have it together, sitting over with the Cantina set. Speaking of Cantinas, and I think he jumped off, but if nobody else watches, if you're not watching Journal of the Scots, he's doing, and I haven't seen an update on this in a while, so I don't know where he's at. The last couple of his videos have been haul videos, or modifying, I think, some speed racers or something. But he's doing a Mos Eisley set, and then he's mocking it by putting an entire underground underneath it. So it's the same footprint as the Mos Eisley set, but he's building all these other things underneath it. It's really great. And I don't know how far along he is. The Cantina has some great minifigs, period, and I think I'm glad I got that set because of all the minifigs, and I'm not even a minifig person. That is going to be eclipsed, I think, by the... How many minifigs were in that? 19? 21? Something like that? Something really ridiculous. The Office set coming out has a lot of minifigs, too. Quite a bit for just that size of set. I think that's impressive. Cheap Ass Bricks, how's it going? Oh, that's off-centered, and it's going to make me twitchy. Did I not put a... I don't know how that's going to get out of there. It's going to be interesting. Well, Hoodoo. Iron Man Armory growth combo for $100 is a great deal. Cool. Oh, I'm gonna try to get this piece out. I don't know how we're supposed to get these out of here if you're ever breaking these down. So there's a step where you get this dish in here. There we go. Okay, good enough. I did not put on both of these. Oh, speaking of Groot, y'all see the new trailers for like the Groot shorts, all the San Diego stuff. Some of that looks real fun. Yeah, somehow I botched this really bad. Oof. Boy, that's really hard to get that out of there. All right, hold the fort. So I figured out this trick to try to pry stuff open with needle nose without damaging. I don't think this is new to anybody, but if you've got something, so I don't know if you can see in there, but I've got a bar in there I'm trying to pull out and I can't get enough purchase on it. And I want to use my needle nose, but I don't want to hurt the brick. So what I'm going to try to do is use this rubber band to try to put this around it so I can grab it without hurting the pipe. Like so. And now it doesn't have teeth marks on it. And now the second thing I need to do is pull that out. That works. Okay. Oh, all of that because I forgot to put this on here. I know we're watching Bunny Bricks earlier with Grandma Badger, and she was talking about like, have you ever, oh my god, how far into these go? Have you ever like got to the end of a set or an instruction and seen that you've got extra pieces or something and everyone's like, yep, all the time. There we go. I like a soul. All right, back on track. Let's see. New Bib Fortuna minifig. Is it the new one? Is it the one that comes with the Bobo's Palace? I haven't seen Seth or Butt Chop Zissou. Hopefully Butt Chop's getting a nap, because I know he tends to try to get to everybody's stream, and every time I'm in one, I know he's there. So hopefully he's getting a little rest. This would be a great stream to rest on because not a lot's happening. It's just a dude building. Okay. Now we're caught up. Now we're building two at once. Zisu's been here a while. And we got some buildable figure fists as pieces in here. Just kind of cool. I don't know what angle they need to be at or anything like that, so we'll just leave them there for a hot second. Yeah, I've tried to go back and watch a few replays as well for like the ones that are at like 2 in the morning that I know I'm gonna go next. Oh, after me today is Cajun Yeti. Cajun Yeti, actually. So make sure to check them out. Let's see if I can do this. I should have a mod or two in here, but I think Kodiak fell asleep. So there's Cajun Yeti. Make sure to go sub to him, them, and get notifications, ring that bell for when they go live. They'll be live right after this at 1 p.m. Central. Well, I'm sure there's people who are just selling the figs. Honestly, my motivation for buying Star Wars figures is to put them in microfighters. So Bib Fortuna doesn't have... I would almost be willing to sell just that one because it's not... It's cool to have it alongside the rest of the Cantina kind of thing, but it's not something I need to hang on to because it doesn't go with any ship. So it looks like this has the ability to lean in, but it's not. Oh, that's why, because I put these on wrong. There we go. Awesome. So I'm excited to get more parts for the stadium. I know the supporter group for Austin FC is real excited about getting pieces for it. That's a thing that I have an issue with non-Lego savvy people, is them not knowing how much Lego really is. Like, it's one thing to be able to buy a set for $200 or $300 and people be like, I just want it, just let me have it. It's another to have a set that you're designing and people say, I want it, let me have it, and you're like, okay, well, yeah, give me give me a year to design it. In this case, it was about 6 months. Give me another little bit to make the instructions for it. And then I want to make sure to put it together once so I know that the pieces or the set doesn't fall apart, because it's one thing to do it digitally, but if you don't build it in real life, it's, it may fall apart on you because some things just don't work unless you build them for real. And then when all's said and done, I parted the stadium out, and if I just bought all the pieces from Bricklink, it was like $800, right? Hey, Cat Colors, how are you? Thanks for being here. But that's hard to tell people that, they're really excited about something, and you want them to be excited about something, especially Lego, where you're like, hey, you get this. Do you know how many other cool things are out there? There's cars, and there's flowers, and there's all kinds of stuff from movies, and it's just a really neat thing. But then you say, and in order to get this thing you like, it'll cost you $800 plus the $30 I'm going to charge for the instructions or whatever. So I don't want to have people be frustrated or disappointed by it, but at the same time, you're like, how do you set those expectations? My designs always have also a bit of, I'll fix that when I build it for real. And then I forget about it. And then I'm building it for real. And I've forgotten that I've like turned collision off in the software. And so I'm trying to cram two things together. And I'm like, why isn't this working? And I keep looking at the design going, oh, because I'm an idiot. And I did not plan for future Ben. You know, past Ben was not very nice to present Ben. So I'm going to have to take myself out for a drink and apologize. And I cannot tell exactly where this goes. Like that. Okay, cool. Yeah, you've got to build it for real. Like, it's one thing to say, hey, look at this neat thing I designed. And every time I do that, I have to say, this is just a design. It's not a real set. It's not been built. It's not, you know, don't get too excited yet because I have to build it for real to make sure it works. One of the things that I know is going to be a problem for the stadium is it's got this big old roof on top. And I don't think the structure that I've made for it is stable enough. But it works digitally because all it has to do is click two little things together and hey, it works. So that's going to be a process when I get to it. And if you'd like to follow along with that process, make sure to subscribe. Because I'll be working on that quite a bit once I get new pieces in and stuff like that. Yeah, they don't take into effect gravity or friction or like the fact that pieces twist a little bit. Nothing puts together exactly 90 degrees or 45 degrees. So, agreed. I say that I've got a couple things on Rebrickable that are microfighters that I haven't built in real life. So I feel kind of bad about that. I've started taking them down because I don't want people to be frustrated with something that has my name on it. That says, you know, hey, this doesn't work at all. What kind of garbage is this? The Astral Farik Madness of Shame and Sadness. 69. Nice. Nice. I just started messing with digital for sketch purposes only. I like to have actual bricks in hand. There's a lot of people who do that. Forget who I was watching because it was a new person I hadn't watched before, but they were building the latest UCS Millennium Falcon because they were doing a group build of Docking Bay 94. So they wanted the really big Falcon and then they were going to build the docking bay around it. And they were just building. They were asked if they were going to do it digitally first, and they're like, no, we're just going to build it. And the whole reason I do it digitally first, and it has nothing to do with, I don't have the confidence or skill to be able to build just kind of on my own, but I also know that there are a plethora of brick available that I don't have. All kinds of different styles and shapes and unique specialized brick that may be great in a pinch or great for a little bit of decoration that I just don't know about. And what I like to do is be able to have all of that available to me to design something because I want it to look as best as possible. And I may not have that to do it. I may be able to build something that works and stays up and doesn't fall apart, but it may be kind of boring looking because I don't have the pieces that could make it better looking. So what I'll end up doing is designing a lot of digital stuff and then buying all the parts for it. Piecing out what I have first, but then buying all the parts. So that's why I do it digitally first. Because I have what you might call imposter syndrome, where I don't feel, I think everybody does, where you don't feel like the stuff you do is as good as you could make it, and you feel like people will look at it and go, yeah, that could be better. So, yeah. I agree, stud. And that's my thing. I live in studio. Like I always have it open. I'm always working on something, tweaking something, throwing ideas out, seeing what sticks. And I like doing that because I can get away with it while I'm at work. I hope my boss isn't watching right now, but I do have that program open a lot. And I'll just throw things out there and be like, oh, I wonder how this would work. How, you know, let's see how many pieces this would require. Blah, 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 blah. All right, so we're getting to the top of the hour. I say it's time for a giveaway. Do we have 500 subscribers yet? Oh, $4.99. I need one more subscriber. Who's going to be the lucky person? You know what? We're close enough. I think by the end of the thing, we'll have it. So let's go ahead and do it. I'm going to finish up these few parts, and then we're going to run a thing. So if you can hear the sound of my voice, make sure to get into the chat. I'm going to ask a question, and then people who respond will be entered into the chat or into the contest. Okay, this bends down a little bit apparently. And we're going to do a small one first, a small size. Maybe not small in terms of cost, but we'll do a smaller set first. And this is great. I love this kind of large greebling. Digital is great for parts lists as well. Should have started using it a long time ago. Agreed. 444, Abe Lincoln, Mercury, John F. Kennedy, Tulsa, Oklahoma. All right, so this is ×2, and I've done ×2, so we're ahead of the game. Oh, and you actually put them together this way. Wow. Oh, that's so magnificent. Look at that. Already you can tell that's the B-Wing. Look at that hot nonsense. I'm loving it. Because then you can attach, we're going to attach it on either side there. That's so great. Who's Steven Spielberg? All right, so this isn't going to be a trivia question. This is just to see who's in the chat. Give me your favorite all-time, if you can hear me, what is your favorite all-time set? And I'm just going to record names. So your answer doesn't even have to be that great, but I just want to see names. And we're going to put names into a wheel, and then we're going to spin a wheel, and we're going to eliminate names as the wheel spins, and the last one remaining will win a set. And we don't know what that set is yet. Let's ask the question now. We've got Cat with the Death Star, Brick for Chris with Grand Emporium. Miss Brick's Assembly Square. Lumberjack Lone Ranger. Let's see. Miss Brick's Lumberjack. Zissou says all the Lord of the Rings sets. I think they're coming back with more of those, aren't they? What? Was that a microscale Von Regs TIE Fighter I saw in your slideshow? Studs, Sidious, all the slideshows are my microfighter. So yes, that was a TIE Baron. Technically, it would be a cow. I'm going to count that, the Brickable cow. Downtown Diner from Tina Bricks. Voltron from Stud Sidious. What is my zodiac sign? It is Cancer, which means I'm a homebody and I'm a people pleaser. Lego Mike Kingdom 7963. I have dysgraphia, so I will see a number, but I will say or write down a different number. So that is my curse. Wait, changing it to Ideas Doctor Who. Oh, great set. Where is it? The one where you can get these guys? Hee 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 hee. Oh, you know what? Now it lives in your eyes. Don't blink. We've got friends watching Doctor Who for the first time with us, and we just watched Idiot's Lantern. So we're still on season 2. And it's so great watching it with them. I'm really enjoying rewatching it. And I've seen it a bunch of times, so. Let's see, who do we got? Lego Mike. Zissou, I've got. Lumberjack. Cat Colors. Indigo Moon. Minecraft Fox House. Got Indigo Moon. Alright, so we've got Cat. Bricks for Chris. Miss Bricks. Lumberjack. Zissou. Brickable Cow. Tina Bricks. Stud Sidious. Lego Mike, and Indigo Moon. If I did not read your name just now and you gave me your favorite set, please let me know, because I want to make sure that we get everybody entered into this little spinny wheel thing. I think that's it for right now. I think we're good. So let's do this. Now, I'll give it a minute. Micro Hyrule Castle you made. Rad stuff. They did. I really hate the Resistance cartoon. I really wanted to like it because it had some cool ships. It was a great idea to be kind of like a, hey, this has nothing to do with the Skywalkers kind of thing. It has nothing to do with the Force. This is straight up like some weird little outpost. And I was like, awesome, this will be great. And then it was just like Forrest Gump in space. It was so doofy and yeah, I wasn't a big fan of it. I watched both seasons. I don't think I made a Micro Hyrule unless it was part of the base or something. So, all right. So we have got, and I'm going to switch over to, let's see, design. Here we go. I'm going to get rid of that thing. All right. So here is, I'm going to move this down here or over here. Okay. So we've got everybody in here listed. This is going to be for this set. This is the gift with purchase Tatooine Homestead. It was available last year, gift with purchase. This was last year's gift with purchase, right? I have 2 of these and I only need 1. So it is now a giveaway for you. So let's see who wins this. Now, if you've got this set and you win it, you can say you want it donated, and I will put it in my little pile to donate to a children's hospital. As part of the lug, we donate sets to children's hospitals. We get a lot of poly bags and small sets and go play with them for a day, right? So if you've got this set and you don't want it, let me know and I will gladly donate it. I'm happy to mail it to you too. So let's find out who gets this. All right, so we're starting to spin. Everybody in? Yes. So I'm going to randomize this a couple times. We're going to shuffle the list a couple times. That's 6 times. All right. So we're going to click to spin, and I think this should remove it when it's spun. So let's see if this works. And then we're going to do whoever's left. This is going to say you win or something. It's going to be ta-da. But it should take it off the list. Yes. All right. So, Kat, you're out. I'm very sorry. We're going to spin until we have 1 name left. Oh, looks like Lumberjack's out. Man, that's a bummer. Sorry about that. I don't like that it waits 4 seconds, but whatever. I only have 2 hours here, folks. Come on. Not doing a whole lot of building, is what I'm saying. I thought you did a Micro Peaches castle in the Zelda version. Maybe you're thinking a different Ben. There's a lot of Bens in the Lego world. I think it has to do with bricks. Oh, who did we just lose? Oh, Miss Bricks, I'm so sorry. Yeah, it went right for you, Kat. I apologize. There is another, in fact, Bricks for Chris. You're out. Bad luck. There's a Ben that works at the Bricks and Minifigs that we have our meetings at. So people come in and say Ben, and we both turn. When I was at Brick Rodeo, there were 3 Bens all on the Star Wars row alone. I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous. Next up, to be eliminated. Oh, it's going to be Tina Bricks. I'm so sorry, but thanks for being here. That doesn't kick you out of chat. Feel free to stay. I appreciate everybody who's been in the chat. And, oh, Bubba Bricks. Okay, well, you'll have another chance at the top of the next hour before we quit for the day. We're doing a contest to see who wins a set. The Lars Homestead Tatooine set. All right, who's next? 4 if you count old Ben Kenobi. You think Zissou will win? I don't know. I think Indigo's going to get it because, oh, Stud Sidious, you're out. I apologize. Bad luck. Because they asked this Zodiac question. But we're going to see. Dot. Zissou! No! Not Zissou! Cool. Drive safe, Bubba. Thanks for being here. We'll check you out later. We got 3 left. Who's it going to be? Brickable Cow, Lego Mike, or Indigo Moon? It is not going to be Lego Mike. Lego Mike, you're out. Best of luck next time. Which I think next time will be at 1,000 subscribers. All right, and the winner of the Tatooine Homestead, I had to look at the box, is... Hands off. Hands off. Oh, so close. The Brickable Cow. You are the winner of the Tatooine Homestead Gift with Purchase set. Number 40451. Moo. So, Brickable Cow, get with me. You can find me on Instagram, Ben's Brick Design on Instagram. Just send me a PM or a DM on Instagram, and I will make sure to get this out to you. Give me your address, and I'll get it out to you as soon as I can. This week sometime. Again, at the top of the hour, we'll go another hour, and we'll do another set. And that'll be it for my time. So, yeah, find me on Instagram, and we can friend each other, and then you can send me a DM, and it'll be all good. Cool. 1 down. So thanks for doing that, everybody. That was fun. And we're back to building. So we've got... We're done with bag 1. Was that bag 1? I think it was just 1 bag. Yeah, it was bag an hour. It's pretty good. We're going to get through 2 bags today, because that's all we got time for. But if you'd like to follow along the journey of the B-Wing, I should be... This is a small bag. I should be doing this more... on Twitch. I'm also on Twitch, and I'll be doing this on Tuesday if given time. If not, I usually stream Sunday mornings and Thursday nights. I know it conflicts with a lot of people, so I apologize if you're watching Brick Hive or any of the other 100 streamers on YouTube on Thursdays. Thursday seems to be pretty popular. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of Ben's Bricks, Ben Builds. I have a badge. Somebody called me this at one point. Let's see if I can find it. So we get these badges. If you're not a Lego convention goer, we get these badges, right? It's got a little magnet thing on it, and you can, put the cons you go to. What's up, Hoosier? And so somebody called me Ben the Builder one time, and I was like, please no, please don't call me that. That's so dumb. I hate it. And guess what? Now everybody in my lug calls me that. And I'm like... And so much so that they got me a brick. So there you go. I'm like, awesome. So much fun. All right, bag 2 of 10. So yeah, if you want to watch more of this, I do Sunday mornings, Thursday evenings, and I occasionally will do Twitch on like Tuesday nights, sometimes Friday nights, Saturday mornings, just kind of depends if I got something going on. I've got a lot of projects to do, like the stadium was a big thing to work on for a while. So just a lot of time spent doing that. That is a really solid yellow. Looks different for some reason. Can he build it? It does, but it also sounds like one of those things that, like, you might give yourself that nickname, you know? And I'm like, ooh, just ooh. I don't like it. Oh, Hoosier, you're fine. To be late is to be fashionable. It's all good. This doesn't seem like that big of a bag. Was there two bags? No? All right. Just very small. Doesn't seem like a whole lot. Night manager was handing me a can of Play-Doh. I asked, what's this for? He replied, it's 2 pounds of fun trying to get me to smile. Like, sir? No, thank you. All right. I've never watched Doctor Who. I need to. So here's a question, Stud Sidious. Do you like campy science fiction? Doctor Who is... I love Doctor Who, but I'm aware that Doctor Who is a little camp. It also depends on when you watch it or where you start watching it, because it has like 40 years of TV to watch. So there's the option of going back to the very beginning or starting at about 2005 when they reboot it. Boy, there's a lot of these instructions that are like, just put this piece here and it'll make sense later. So, I would suggest starting in 2005 with the reboot with Christopher Eccleston. He's the 9th Doctor. And I like you guys a lot, and I do not want to do this music anymore. Try to do a little something a little bouncier. I think Chris Eccleston is a little underappreciated in his 1 year as the Doctor, but everybody has their own favorite Doctor. They're the one they grew up with. Like mine is Tom Baker from the late 70s, early 80s. He was the 4th Doctor. 4th? Yes. So everybody has theirs that they fell in love with or they identified with or whatever. But it is a TV show that was originally intended to be sort of a history show for kids in the 60s. That they turned into sort of a sci-fi romp for everybody. So it still feels like it has that sensibility of this show is made for everybody and at times can be a little kooky. So keep that in mind when you watch it. I would give it a fair shake. You may not like the first couple episodes you watch, but I think you give it a little time and it'll kind of grow on you a little bit. There are a handful of episodes that I know people are like, oh, you should watch this one or you should watch this one. And I try not to do that to people because if you're giving them the absolute best of the show and then ask them to watch the rest of the show, they're going to be disappointed. Just start at the beginning and see if it grabs you. If it doesn't, know that there will be a lot of great episodes along the way, but not all of them are going to be winners, Bubba's a Tennant man. I think a lot of people are Tennant. He was very good. I liked them all. I went back and watched. So I started with the 4th Doctor because we were seeing it on PBS when I was a kid. And that was the first one I was exposed to. And then I would go back every once in a while and try to watch the originals, or the first 3. And I couldn't really find them because that was back in the day before the web, and you had to kind of find them on VHS or something. And now I've tried to go back and watch them, and there's actually missing episodes that were on a tape that gets lost, on masters that get lost in a basement or ruined or something. So I went back and watched them. they have the audio for them. And so what they did is they put the audio with some production stills of them taping it and taking pictures while they're taping it, just for like records. And so they'd put together these slideshows with audio. So it's like listening to an audiobook. If you've done that, I consider you like above and beyond a Doctor Who fan. You're sticking it out because you really love it. I'm not trying to gatekeep and say you're a true fan or anything. You can be as much of a fan as you want. I don't care. And you can love it or hate it, and that's up to you. But I enjoy, like, every one has a good quirk to them, and it's just really fun to watch them like evolve. And that's left open. That's a spot that's left open. Okay. Smith, I will say, like, I loved Tennant almost immediately, and I liked Capaldi almost immediately. Smith took a little while for me to get to like the later it got a little better, and then it immediately got to, I'm a little tired of him. The bigness